You feel nothing. You pray, but heaven feels silent. You worship, but your heart stays cold. And somewhere deep inside, you're terrified something is seriously wrong with you. Stop right there. What if I told you this emotional numbness isn't spiritual failure? What if God Himself is behind this silence, and it's not punishment but protection? I know that sounds strange, but stay with me, because what I'm about to share will completely transform how you see this empty season. There are 3 reasons God allows emotional numbness, and the third one will change everything you believe about what is happening inside you right now. Don't scroll. This message found you for a reason. You feel nothing. You pray, but heaven feels silent. You worship, but your heart stays cold. And somewhere deep inside, you're terrified something is seriously wrong with you. Stop right there. What if I told you this emotional numbness isn't spiritual failure? What if God Himself is behind this silence, and it's not punishment but protection? I know that sounds strange, but stay with me, because what I'm about to share will completely transform how you see this empty season. There are 3 reasons God allows emotional numbness, and the third one will change everything you believe about what is happening inside you right now. Don't screw. This message found you for a reason. Let me speak directly to your heart for a moment. Emotional numbness doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's just silence inside your chest. Prayers leave your lips but never reach your emotions. You still believe, but you don't feel connected anymore. You still show up, but the warmth has disappeared. And that's when shame starts whispering. You begin asking the same desperate questions David asked in Psalm 77. Will the Lord reject me forever? Has God forgotten to be merciful? Hear me clearly right now. You are not broken. You haven't lost your faith. You haven't backslidden into some dark spiritual hole. Faith was never a feeling you manufacture. It's a position you stand in whether you feel it or not. Even David questioned God's nerve. Even Elijah sat empty under a tree. Even the anointed ones felt hollow inside. This season doesn't mean abandonment. It means you're human. You're honest. And you're still held. Now let me show you what God is actually doing, because this is where everything shifts. Sometimes emotional numbness isn't punishment. It's divine shielding. When you've carried too much grief, too much disappointment, too much spiritual weight for too long, God knows exactly how much your heart can handle. There are seasons when feeling everything at once would absolutely crush you. So He shields you. Isaiah 43:2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Notice He doesn't remove the waters. He stays close inside them. Numbness can be God's way of keeping you afloat when emotions threaten to pull you under. You thought He stepped back, but He actually leaned in quietly. You thought you were shutting down, but He was holding you together. Like a father covering his child's ears during a violent storm, God sometimes dulls your senses to preserve your peace. This isn't absence. This is mercy wearing silence as a disguise. But stay with me, because reason 2 explains why this season feels so disorienting, why nothing makes sense yet, even though God has released His grip on you. It may feel like everything inside you has flatlined, but Scripture reminds us of everything there is in a season. Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells us, God works in rhythms, not randomness. Emotional numbness often arrives right before a deep spiritual reset. Before resurrection comes stillness. Before new life comes sacred pause. Think about Lazarus. John 11:6 says Jesus intentionally waited. The tomb stayed silent. Hope seemed completely gone, but resurrection was already scheduled in heaven's calendar. That silence wasn't neglected. It was divine timing. In the same way God sometimes stills your emotions to recalibrate your entire heart. He quiets what became overstimulated, exhausted and wounded, so you can receive what's coming next without shattering. It feels like death, but it's actually preparation. It feels like nothing is happening, but heaven is aligning every single piece. This numb season isn't punishment, it's positioning. And now, I need you to lean in closer, because the third reason is the one most believers never hear, and it will reframe everything you thought about this emptiness. Here's the truth that will set you free. God empties before He fills. What feels like emotional loss is actually divine preparation. 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 says, you're hard pressed on every side but not crushed. That pressure isn't designed to destroy you. It's designed to expand your capacity. God is gently draining old attachments, old dependencies that once sustained you but can no longer hold what He's about to pour in. You feel empty because something new needs room. Psalm 23:5 promises a cup that overflows, but nothing overflows unless it's first been emptied and cleared. This season isn't taking you backward. It's hauling you out for an increase. You're not losing yourself. You're being cleared for a greater version of yourself. God isn't removing joy. He's redefining where your joy comes from. What once satisfied you simply cannot sustain you anymore. He's upgrading your source. Now that you understand why this emptiness exists, it is time to anchor who you really are while God completes this sacred work inside you. Let me tell you exactly who you are, even in this silent season. You are not spiritually dead. You are being divinely recalibrated. You are not forgotten. You are being secretly prepared. You are not falling behind. You are being made ready for acceleration. 1 Peter 2:9 declares you are a chosen generation of a royal priesthood, and that truth doesn't fluctuate with your feelings. Your identity never rises and falls with emotion. Romans 8:28 promises all things work together for good, including seasons you don't yet understand. The enemy calls this failure. Heaven calls it formation. Shame says you're losing ground. God says He's reinforcing your foundation. You are still called, still held, still deeply, fiercely loved. This season hasn't disqualified you. It has refined you. Now lift your eyes, because what God is preparing will make every second of this waiting worth it. This emptiness will not last forever. Isaiah 61:3 promises beauty for ashes and oil of joy for mourning, and that promise is still breathing over your life today. A day is coming when you'll feel again, and you'll feel deeper than you ever have before. Not shallow, fragile emotion, but rooted, unshakable joy. Psalm 25 declares, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Your morning is closer than you think. You will worship with tears of gratitude streaming down your face, not from obligation, but overflow. You will love again without fear, without walls, without numbness blocking your heart. And this very season, the one that felt so empty and pointless, will become your most powerful testimony. God will use your story to unlock freedom for someone else trapped in the same silence. This is not your ending. This is your doorway into renewal. Before you go, receive this. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace. Just as Numbers 6:24-26 promises, may God guard your heart while He heals it. Steady your mind while He renews it. Surround you with quiet assurance while you wait. You are covered. You are seen. You are completely held. If this spoke to your spirit today, type in the comments, I am being prepared, not punished. Let that be your declaration. Speak it over your life right now. You're not alone in this. You never were. And remember this, as you rest tonight, you are not numb because you failed. You are numb because God is doing something so deep inside you. Even your emotions have you ain't caught up yet. Stay with Him. The feeling will return. And when it does, it will be glorious.